Hello everyone, welcome to Telangana Exam Center. I hope that you are doing well. Don't loosen your heart, always keep yourself motivated and make sure that you are working very consistently. Keep your tempo, morale, and consistency always high. Don't get distracted, don't go out much, don't take the teas in the Ashoknagar stalls, don't try to waste the time. Make a schedule when you have to go for the tea, that should be only one per day, not more than that, and it's not good for health also. Okay, right. So today we'll be talking about a very important in which I am also a part of it. Okay, it's not that I am not a part of this particular topic. I am very much a part of this particular topic. Why? Because I'm talking about self-employment. So you guys see me every other time. So this is a classical example, a typical example that I am in front of you, a self-employed person. Okay, I have employed myself by starting this particular coaching thing like that. Obviously it has not been registered in any of the companies act, or obviously companies act is very high, that cannot be even done because to file 3 months of return only we have to pay 30,000 for it. I have cross checked many of it. So registering whatever I do is very not possible. It is all about referrals that I get. It's all about you guys show faith in me and directly contact me and be a part of my online coaching, right? Okay, so but at the end, if you see in and around in your family members also, if you have seen someone in your family members very professionals like interior designers, or you can see them as a chartered accountants, so you are definitely going to see that they are self-employed. It could be a gym trainer also, or he or she could be a gym trainer, right? Okay, so see me always when you are discussing this particular topic, and with the help of that you will be able to understand what is this topic is all about, and it is going to be one of the major important question in any of the mains examination or descriptive examinations. Okay, right. Those who are watching me for the very first time and those who are not yet enrolled in my courses, please do this. Okay, you can be a part of my economy, you can be a part of Telangana movement. If you are being a part of this, you can also get SNT lectures and also the PDFs and also the handout for free, along with the current affairs anyhow I will be covering. Okay, okay, you can just call this number, connect to me. Let us have a discussion on what is your problems and what you want to achieve in your life, and let us do a discussion what I'm going to give you, how I'm going to offer you, how I'm going to strategize your preparation, and what could be the timeline, etc. We'll discuss all of it. So without wasting much of your time, you can just jump on this particular very beautiful opportunity that is there in front of all of you guys, and I'm anyhow there with you, right? Okay, chalo. So rise of self-employment in India, I agree to this. Okay, trends, implication, what job seekers should know. Very important. Please, this lecture is not only for you because this is going to be definitely question in the mains examination. Do share with all of your friends and the family members because they also get to know what is the self-employment looks like, and what are the factors that drive the self-employment, etc. So and so forth, which we are going to learn in a bit. By the end of this lecture, students like all of you will be able to understand the recent trends of self-employment growing in India, and we will also talk about the data. I am also part of the data now. Understand the push and pull factors driving this self-employment trend. Identify the opportunities and challenges for the job seekers in the labor market where self-employment is prominent. If I want to get into a self-employment, what could be the opportunities I have at this point of time, and what are the challenges I'm going to meet if I want to be a self-employed person. Okay, exploring relevant government policy schemes that support system for the self-employment. Obviously it is very much ecosystem is there, no need to worry about it. Entrepreneurship in here and also in our Telangana state, and it also helps you to understand how students and early career professional can position themselves in this changing environment. Just get out of MBA and do some certification courses from Coursera, from Courseve, from HubSpot Academy, get into advertising, digital ads certificates, SEO certificates, get into that particular certificates, and you are good to go. Start your own advertising agency, call to people like us. We will definitely try to hire you in some or the other way, obviously on a minimum price according to the institute that I have. Okay, but make sure that you try to do all of this, which is going to be self-employment, nothing but we are talking about here freelancing. We're talking about here freelancing, which is actually these both are not exactly the same. Self-employment is something, but this is the business that I have established and I am employed in itself, and giving the service to you. Freelancing is that nothing but you just give your skills. That's all. You just give your skills to multiple clients. You work for every other person. But in self-employment, you work for your company. You work for your proprietorship. You work for your business. You work for yourself. You work for your business to grow. But freelancing is not like that. You give your skills to multiple clients. So little bit difference is there, but I have to tell you that in when you are doing freelancing, you are basically a professional. Then only people will trust you, and that's how you will get your clients. So obviously these all people generally gets into what gig economy, which is nothing but economy which is propelled by skilled workers. Whereas in self-employment, not necessarily you need to have a education, not necessarily you need to have a MBA degree. Self-employment is nothing but I just started my own mechanic shop, I just started my own saloon shop, I just started my own restaurant. That itself is also called as self-employment. The growing trend of this self-employment is there in our country. Let us see them one by one. When I am talking about the country, it is always related to our Telangana state too. Right? Okay. Mains practice question: in your view, is self-employment more of an opportunity or a necessity in India's current labor market? Why? Chalo likho the answer, and also send me the answer to this number. I'll try to help you out and correct your answer and tell you that where you are actually what are lacking, and I will also give you the remarks that where you have to do the improvements. From a policy perspective, what more should government do to make self-employment a viable and stable livelihood option, which is very very difficult for me also to get a stable and viable is not happening because the amount of efforts, the amount of time I put in to get these lectures, the same amount of money I'm not getting. So it's not so viable at this point of time for me. It's not so stable at this point of time for me. I don't know that when all of these, when you all people just be a part of my coaching institute, then I will become viable and stable. But at this point of time, it's very difficult to what even have even very close to what this two words. Okay, so do practice these questions and sit down and write. And I always tell you that my classes should not be considered to be YouTube classes. My classes should be always be considered as a normal class where each one of you, every student who is watching me, take out your pen and take out your paper and start writing the important facts wherever I am stressing, wherever I'm underscoring and highlighting. That's your keywords that you have to present in your examination for sure. Okay, let us start our discussion. Employment in India. Okay, India as a labor force. Anybody who is in the age group of 18 to 59 years in our country, we call them as labor force. It's not that someone is working in IT, someone is a doctor, someone is chartered accountant, someone is advocate. So they are not called as labor. It is not like that. Anybody, because the word labor is not related to profession, it's related to the age group. So 18 to 59 years, whoever are there, okay, all of them are being considered as labor. So India has a labor force structure in which self-employment has long been a large component. Yes, that is true. Especially in the rural areas, everyone will have the plumbing shop, everyone will have a hardware shop, everyone will have their what I say is that electronic making shop, everyone will have their own what I say is a kirana shop. So basically, self-employment is very common in rural areas and very common in informal sector, the sectors which are not having one registration of the companies, not required, like achar making. Why do you want a company to get to register your achar making into a company? If you're making some small toys, you don't need to get registered your business into the company. If you're kirana shop, obviously no need to register with your in any of the acts, right or wrong. So those are called as informal sectors. According to the government latest employment bulletin, which has been released recently, okay, building the workforce, India has added 17 crore jobs in 6 years, according to the Press Information Bureau. Okay, so India has added 17 crore jobs in the 6 years. Self-employment as a share of employment rose from 52% to 58% from this. So self-employment is increasing. This has been taken from the Press Information Bureau, the government authentic website. I have given the links so that you can go and dwell more into that if you want. But I recommend you that you don't have to do all of this because each and every point I have covered in my lecture for sure. So it says, the report says that 17 crore people has got job in the last 6 years, and moreover the self-employment has rose. So this is important point that you have to take down in your book. At the same time, the casual labor is something but the one who works in the kirana shop, not the owner, the other person, the one who works in the saloon shop, the one who works in our home as a maid or housekeeping, etc., whatsoever, they are called as temporary informal wage work. They decline from 24% to 19%. It means these guys are definitely going to what they are doing, some kind of business, I guess. They are moving out. So when they are moving out, they are actually getting into what, self-employment. So there is a very good correlation is there between these two. This context is the ground. Self-employment is not a minor trend, but a part of larger structural change with regard to India's work landscape. India's work, this is a very big work landscape. Here the self-employment is this much, it is now becoming this much. Okay, then what happened to the casual workers, to the temporary workers, to the laborers? They are decreasing here till here, so this is increasing. So you can see that three important points I have written here. You have to write all of this in your introduction of your mains examination. Okay, key data and findings. If you have seen the Times of India, News Point, Times of India, very authentic data I have taken in order to make sure that you study that way only. The article reports that according to HSBC Bank Employment Trends in India report, okay, the number of self-employed individuals rose from 23.9 crore to 35.8 crore, which is not a small number. Okay, in number, in percentage, we have seen the number of self-employed people. Okay, the growth rate of self-employment is also very good, 7% annually, which is very faster than the salaried employment, than the casual labor. So self-employment is actually increasing with a faster growth rate when compared to salaried, nothing but those who are working in IT, those who are working as advocates, etc. So salaried employment and as a casual labor, when compared to these two, self-employment is actually growing with a faster pace. Self-employed workers now represent well over half of India's total employed population. Okay, this is a very good thing. The shift is seen across both farm and non-farm employment. Means in farming sector also many of the farmers are saying that no, we will do all by ourselves. Non-farm sectors are nothing but apart from agriculture, any other sector that you are employed, then you are called as what? You are working in a non-farm sector. So the shift is seen both in farmers farm sector or nothing but in agriculture sector, in non-agriculture sector. In both the sector, we are able to see that self-employment is rising. Self-employment occurs in agriculture because you own your own land, you own your own cows, buffaloes, etc., for the milk production, etc., as well as in the enterprises, business and services, trade sectors. Implication, what is the implication because of these increase in the self-employment? A central takeaway for the student here is self-employment is now the faster growing mode of job creation in India. It is overtaking traditional salaried or casual wage work, meaning the standard job model is under evolving pressure. So people now just saying that okay, you want to hire me, if you hire me on this amount it is okay, otherwise I can start my own business. That's how the pressure is there with regard to what standard traditional model of hiring. Why self-employment is rising? Let us see some driving factors. The one important factor is demand side and structural factors are there, which is nothing but formal salaried job growth has not kept pace. Means formal, like in IT sector, a lot of jobs are not opening. Like in like finance sector, a lot of jobs are not opening. You have done your MBA, BBA finance, you are not hired. You have done your journalism, you are not hired. So basically, in the salaried job sector, the Hindu, the newspapers, the Indian Express, they are not hiring you. Okay, so formal salaried job sector has not kept pace with the number of new graduates. So there is a very big gap is there between supply is more, but the demand to hire them is less. So whatever are getting hired, they will get hired. Whoever are left out of their degrees, etc., where they should be going, obviously they will go for the self-employment opportunities or not. Yes. Shift in sectoral composition also there. Services, trade, digital economy is one which is very thriving in our country, which is also called as what? Okay, digital economy, the economy that runs on digital products and digital services, nothing but dating apps are there, nothing but OTTs are there, nothing but you are having Ola, Uber, Swiggy, etc. All of them are actually comes under what? Digital economy. Without the digital devices, the money cannot be generated. That kind of economy is called as digital economy. Every unit of service, every unit of product is produced through the digital devices. That is called as digital economy here. So the service, trade, digital economy growth create platforms, entrepreneur opportunities rather than only traditional wage jobs. So as simple as that, if I want to start this online education for all of you, what did I do? I just put a laptop, I just put a camera, I just put a pad, and I just have a OBS. Two the softwares are there to edit. So it's almost like within 60-70,000 I can start my business, right? So that's how, because of the digital economy is thriving and people want to study, and the demand is also there. Like you are watching me, and a lot of people are there who are also being part of my classes and 10 series. activities and mentorship. So they are actually saying that why do we need to do the physical pressure in order to go to the institute and sit there. So that kind of conditioning of a individual with regard to how the things are being taught in the classroom is gone case. People are not actually demanding the classroom coaching. They just wanted to relax and sit, because people are now very much sorted. And once upon a time we were very much casual, okay, so that we need to have a class, we will sit there, we'll go there. That kind of experiences matter. Now the people are very much aware of what they want to do. That's why sitting in home also they are giving their 100%. Okay, more people seeking flexibility. Obviously when you are having your own business, you can put the shutter down anytime, you can open the shutter anytime. So you get more flexibility when you have your own business, especially among women in rural areas. Own account is nothing but our own self-employment rose from 19% to 31.2%. Okay, supply side policy and enabling environment. If you see, government initiative schemes are also there to support entrepreneurship. T idea is there, T pride is there, Pradhan Mantri employment generation program is there, startup India is there, Mudra scheme is there, what not. You are having n number of schemes from the central government and state government in order to give you a push to start your own business. Okay, recently if you have seen Telangana accelerator culinary experiential accelerator program is there, where rural women who want to start their food business, they can start with this particular program. Okay, they have to apply in the VHub, and they have to go to Gachibowli. All those who are watching me, please tell to your mom, tell to your sister, tell to your wife, please do. December 5 applications are being started for this particular program. They will give you technology, they will give you money, they will give you a place to where you can sell your food products. That's a very wonderful opportunity. No one should leave it. Technological digital access, lowering entry cost. That is very true. Easily I can start my business. I have told you that I just put 60,000. I am with the business now. Okay, fine. Education and skill improvements. The more youth are capable of starting enterprises rather than only seeking salary jobs. Nowadays, everyone has got some kind of skill, entrepreneurship, the business orientation, the business mind has also been very much elaborated. Seeing a lot of videos and hands-on videos are there with regard to how to start a business. Lot of data is there on the YouTube how to start a business, and they are the services are very very cheap also. That's why a lot of people already are being taught how to start a business in their graduation, because that much of like industry and academia gap has been reduced, because the curriculums are made in such a way that they get the real-time experience also, and internship is also there. Self-employment in India is often need-based, obviously, rather than purely opportunity-based. I am self-employed not because that I got an opportunity, but it has now become a need to me, because I have to survive on the money of it, because I am not able to find the good salary jobs out there. Okay, if I apply for a faculty, they will give me content writing. If I apply for something else, they will give me something else. So actually, and what they pay does not suit to my experience. That's the reason at the end I thought I should have my own business. Okay, this means that when the numbers are rising, the quality income levels may vary. Obviously, the number of self-employed people, as I've told you that I am not earning the good income that I actually need to earn with regard to what are the experience and the quality that I give. But at the end, okay, one or the other day, the hope matters, right? Hope matters. That's all. Okay, opportunities we are having a lot. Entrepreneur mindsets pays off. You just be an entrepreneur, strive for it, crusade for it. You just hustle for it. You will be remunerated when the time comes. Flexibility and autonomy is there. Okay, you design your work, you design your hours, you design what products you want to sell. Growing segments are there: services, micro enterprise, digital economy, gig economy. All are expanding. Student can exploit niche services, local needs. Women and underrepresented groups, okay, can be a part of this particular self-employment program. Skill leverage. If you build skills, you can convert them into your own venture. That's why I've already told you. If you are having BBA degree, just get into some of the important courses and just start just approaching the clients with the help of Instagram, approaching the clients with the help of Facebook, approaching the clients by referrals. Okay, so try to talk to the people and try to get hired, try to work for them. That's all is happening. So opportunities are a lot. Okay, what are the implications? What you have to do, things to prepare for. First of all, you must build business skill, marketing, finance, all of this you have to learn. Risk and uncertainty, you should be knowing that, as because I have some back support of my father. Okay, he's a pensioner, so I don't need to take care of survival needs, etc. so and so forth. So there's a lot of risk is there in that. Possibility is that it may not run, the business may not run and it will go down. Possibility is that it may go very high, but you have to take the risk. That's all the business is all about. Access to finance, credit matters. Starting and sustaining Scaling requires capital networks and support systems. So make sure that how many people are going to support you, how much money you can fund when in case of crisis, do you have the ITRs or not to take a loan, collateral free loans, etc. So and so forth. Make sure that you do the all analysis whether you start to start your business. Scaling from micro to viable enterprises. Many self-employment units may stay small and informal. The leap to growth is non-trivial, very difficult. Okay, you have to scale up when you are having a very small business. Like I'm now catering to 20-30 students, I should be catering to 200-300 students, but that scaling is not happening, so that risk is also there. Adaptability. The economics shifting very rapidly. Digital platforms, hybrid models, staying relevant is very important. Whatever is new is getting into the technology, you have to work on the technology. That's how you can keep pace with your competitors. I hope this is all clear to you. What are the various schemes with regard to promotion of entrepreneurship? I have created already a video on it. Okay, if not that, I will create another one tomorrow. Okay, I hope this is all clear to you. Do join my classes, mentorship, and test series. You'll be better off in your with respect to your competitors. Examination notifications are expected to too soon. The moment these group 1, group 2, group 3 things have been done, so you're getting a new notification. So don't wait, because you cannot be reading and you cannot be preparing when the notification comes, because you have to actually do for 10 to 15 subjects, which are not so easy in that span of time. Take care. Good night. Have a nice day.